Hi guys, and welcome back to Fringe Friday. I am Carmen, and today we are embarking on season 3, episode 20 of Fringe, which means we are very, very close to the finale of season 3, the beginning of season 4. My heart is not ready. I fear I'm gonna cry, especially given what Olivia said at the end of last episode, when she was like casually eating her toast and like, yeah, that's the guy that's gonna kill me. Like, what can you do? Like, no. 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 1, no. 2, no. 3, also no. Anyway, I'm really curious as to how he's going to come into the story, like who he is, where he comes from. Does he have to do with Walternate and evil Brandon? Does he have to do with something else? Or is there going to be like another wrench thrown in the plot that we just don't know about yet? We also had a lot of fun, or I had a lot of fun looking into sort of Olivia's subconscious and learning more about her through that, as well as saying goodbye to William Bell. I mean, I don't know if I had fun saying goodbye to him, but I think it was a good ending for his character, and I think that his character ending is necessary for the plot and the narrative to keep moving forward. So I'm okay with it. Anyway, I'm just rambling a lot. I'm gonna stop. Let's get into it and see what this episode brings. Okay, we're on the other side.
Good morning.
If you'll all excuse us, please.
Okay, I'll excuse you. You are excused.
We were able to identify 23 chromosomes your grandson inherited from his mother and strip them out.
Okay.
Of course, that leaves us with only half of Peter's full genetic profile, but hopefully that's enough to activate the machine.
Okay.
How long before we're ready?
Should be within the hour. Sir, history may never fully know what we've done here, how we saved our universe. I'm proud to be a part of it.
Well, of course you are evil, Brandon.
Now I am become death, the
Destroyer of worlds.
And in our case, that really is true.
So
Destroy their world to save ours.
they're gonna use the DNA to activate the machine and destroy the world without having to use Peter. But won't that destroy Peter? So is he willing to sacrifice Peter now? Is it starting? Is this like the end of the world?
It's like the blessed apocalypse.
Right.
Try to round them up, get them back to the barn, but they won't budge. Everybody listen up! It's Joe, I need all hands in the north field. What is that?
Wait, did they just die? He said it was 6 a.m. And the name of this episode is 6:02 a.m. Okay. You know that means something. Where does his door lead? Can I see it? Oh, okay. Does that mean bad things?
Good morning, Olivia. I didn't know you were spending the night. A lovely surprise.
Walter.
The surprise is all mine.
I am going to pop another.
Clothes.
I got some merles from the market with the biggest caps you've ever seen.
Sure.
Olivia, you should get some slippers for when you stay over here. This house can get very chilly.
Walter, hon, I need you to like be aware of your surroundings a little bit more.
He always cooks naked on Tuesdays.
Is that sick?
Uh-oh. It's not pretty either, but you get used to it.
They're so cute. Look at them. Something bad is gonna happen.
I could get used to this.
No. Why? Why? Why?
This is my favorite time of day. Sunrise, and the world is full of promise.
That's about to change.
Well, that's not.
Whatever happened to those farmers, right?
Oh, my.
A ranch foreman and a farmhand are confirmed missing. Whatever happened here, we didn't cause it.
I wouldn't bet the farm on that.
Time on the incident?
6:05 a.m. Give or take a few minutes to...
6:05.
I believe that a vortex appeared above this field, consuming everything in its path.
Yep.
Our world is breaking down around us.
Well, let's not jump to conclusions.
I'm not.
Even if that is true, Walter, why now? What would trigger a vortex?
The other side.
How many on duty when it started?
4. It was a skeletal crew.
And we're sure it wasn't tampered with.
It wasn't. We reviewed...
Oh, so the machine started turning on. Yeah,
Get me
call.
Agent Broyles.
Yes. Yeah, I was gonna say, please answer.
Yes, hello, Nino.
Philip, the machine came on. Can you hear me?
Yes.
The machine came on by itself, without Peter.
Yeah.
6:02 a.m.
6:02.
Is that noise the machine?
Yes.
Tell Walter it's on. He needs to know.
Yeah. I don't know what they can do though. Okay, I need to put my coffee down.
What do you mean the machine is activated?
That's what he means.
It appears our assumptions were wrong.
No, it's not really wrong.
The machine activated just after 6, just minutes before the vortex opened.
Yeah.
I think it caused this.
Yes, if it's the end of the world, this is just the beginning.
I mean, that's a line for sure.
Up until now, we've been operating under the assumption that I was somehow the power source for this machine,
You
but clearly
are.
that was wrong.
No, it's not. It's not wrong.
And yet, it turned itself on while I was 200 miles away, so how do we explain that?
I think I understand.
Quantum
I'm
entanglement.
afraid so.
You think that Walternate turned the machine on over there?
Yeah.
Yes, it makes sense.
But how? I mean, how could he do that without Peter?
There's not much we do know for sure.
I know.
3 more reported incidents. All organic life just dead and desiccated in a matter of hours.
Oh God. Yeah.
I believe that the events will begin to increase exponentially, and there's no way to stop it.
There has to be a way. There has to be a way.
Walternate's one.
No. We're not laying down. We're not giving up. We have too much to fight for. To just lay down and take it.
Workers have detected a spatial discontinuity.
Okay, how bad?
Power density spikes reaching over 3,000.
But it's what Walternate's doing, right? Liberty Island, that's his area.
This is Agent Lee. We're still seeing dangerously high levels.
They're gonna tell him to stand down.
Understood, Mr. Secretary. False alarm! Let's pack it back up!
Yep. Told him to stand down.
Mr. Secretary, Olivia Dunham is here to see you.
Yep.
Let me know if anything changes.
I wonder what he'll tell her. Like how much of the truth, if any.
I hoped you'd brought Henry.
He's with the nanny.
Henry. That's interesting. They did name him, or she did name him after the cab driver. That's cute. She
When I
wants
was
to know
returning
what's
from
happening.
over there, you had me steal a piece of tech. Tech that you said was part of a weapon that could destroy the other side.
What exactly are you asking, Olivia?
I think it's clear what she's asking.
Have you activated that weapon? Is that what's causing the surge?
Is he gonna be honest?
It's classified.
What's going to happen to the people over there?
My concern is for the people of our world.
But your son is over there.
I'm aware. Peter chose to leave. chose his allegiance. I chose to give up my son so that you could keep yours. Now, if there's nothing further.
I have a hard time believing any iteration of Olivia would be okay with that.
An early warning system. Well, at least we'll be able to warn people.
And maybe save some lives.
Yeah, but if it keeps happening everywhere all over the world, eventually there won't be anything to do. Right?
Olivia.
I'll call you when I get to New York. Can you let me know if Walter comes up with anything? There's got to be a way to stop the machine.
I don't like it. He was gonna say I love you or something like that, right? I mean, in a way I'm glad he didn't, because that would mean that something bad was gonna happen. But...
Walter.
That's what they did on the other
No,
side.
there's another way.
Peter. No. I don't look, see that picture? You see that fucking picture? I don't like it.
We all thought that I could turn the machine on. Maybe I can turn it off.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what the drawing means.
We don't know what the drawing means.
If your theory is accurate, we're running out of time.
I'm stressed. Okay. I need alcohol right now, not fucking coffee.
The way that machine responded to me after I touched it, it's like it's been calling out to me.
Okay, I don't like that.
We have about the machine points to one conclusion.
Peter.
Somehow, that machine was made for me.
But how? I don't get it.
And if we do nothing, we're all gonna die.
I don't want it.
Give him the keys and save the girl.
What?
This is what he was doing. He was preparing me.
Yeah.
Who?
The observer.
He's so smart. How did he?
Because he knew I would have to let you go. I would have to sacrifice you to fix the problems I'd created.
I think this is what I'm supposed to do, but I can't do it without your help.
Like, I'm proud of Peter. Okay, but also, like, I don't want it.
It wasn't supposed to be this way.
What do you mean it wasn't supposed to be this way?
I was told on good authority that if you and Peter were together, it would all work out.
What are you talking about? On whose authority?
Sam! Reveal it.
There's a man that William knew. I'm not sure where they met, but he had great confidence in him. He trusted him implicitly.
Reveal it. Reveal it.
After William went missing, when circumstances warranted, I would consult with him.
Reveal it. Sam
He
Weiss.
said if I divulged what he had told me, that I would never see or hear from him again.
Sam Weiss.
Nina, our universe is breaking down. If this man has any information about the machine, then I need to know who he is and what he told you.
You've already met him. Sam Weiss.
You guys, this episode's so good already.
I think you and I both know that Sam will reveal only what he wants to. We don't have an address for him. He's disconnected his phone, shut down the bowling alley.
If there's even a chance that he can turn this machine off, then I have to speak to him. I'll find him.
How? How are you gonna find him, girl?
Jack?
What?
What is that?
Are you about to die? I think that means you're about to die. I would run, but also I don't think that would help you. Oh, damn. What calculations is he doing?
You can't do this alone, Liv. Let me come with you.
As much as I would love to have you watching my butt, I need you here. If I'm not back tomorrow, you're gonna take Henry to my mother's, right?
You're coming back.
Yeah, but if I don't, I need to know that he's safe. You're the only one that I trust.
Are they gonna
You really think Peter Bishop can stop this?
do the keys?
Heal both worlds?
I don't know. But if anyone can change the secretary's mind and get him to turn that machine off, then that's his son, right?
I mean, you would think so. I really thought they were gonna kiss there.
This is a restricted area.
10 months ago, the secretary brought Peter Bishop back from the other side.
I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe if you just put the gun down.
Lie to me again and I'll shoot you in the knee.
Oh, she would shoot him too.
The technology you want never made it out of the test phase because it breaks down the molecular cohesion of the person crossing over. The secretary took a huge risk using it once. Here it is.
Is that actually it, or is he just grabbing something?
One will get you there and back. If you make it to the other side, just stay there. Because when the secretary finds out you're a traitor...
I'll take my chances.
I mean, I would just go ahead and do it. Like, you're gonna disappear when you do it, right? So just do it. Just go. Girl, just do it. Yeah, you got no choice. I would make sure I'm holding on to it, though. Oh, those people are gonna die.
Bitch.
If it works, right? Okay. I have a very strong feeling this episode is going to be a cliffhanger to be continued sort of situation, and my heart's not ready for it. TBH.
What do you think? Peter's your son. As a father, do you think this is a good idea?
You can't ask him as a father.
It's because of my selfishness, my inability to let my son go 26 years ago that this is happening. My opinion as a father doesn't matter.
Walter, it matters to me.
Honestly, don't know what's going to happen, Philip. The current energy is so powerful. It's unlike anything I've ever seen. And the thought of what that could do to my son. I don't want him to suffer.
You don't want me to call Olivia?
He's not gonna say anything.
Doesn't work, she's gonna find out soon enough.
No.
Just tell her that.
No.
Whatever it is, you'll tell her yourself.
No, I hate that. Don't do. That's such a trope, and it never works out well.
I'm okay, Walt.
I would not be calm. I mean, I think you guys know that.
The tech said they're ready when you are, Peter. Good luck.
If this works, and I save both the universes,
Do I
I
get
want
to
you
go?
to consider me officially retired.
Okay. I thought he was gonna be like, do I get a gun?
We'll be here waiting for you.
Wait!
What is that?
Electroconductive gel. So this gel will keep it from burning your skin.
Walter. I'm okay.
I was never good at letting you go.
This time you have to.
Fuck.
Son. I know.
Oh. Can I have someone take a hold? Olivia would not approve of this.
Male, 32 years of age, close head trauma, possible concussion, non-responsive.
What the hell happened?
Wait here, sir.
No, you listen to me. This is my son.
I understand, sir.
I'm looking for Peter Bishop. He was brought in about an hour ago. He's a white 13.
Olivia! She's with us.
How's Peter?
He's still unconscious, but his vitals are stable.
What happened?
Peter tried to go into the machine. It wouldn't let him. It's like it's, protecting itself or something.
I have no other place to turn.
Prayer is the last act of a desperate man.
I asked you for a sign, and you sent it to me.
Well, kind of.
White tulip, and I was so grateful. Since then, in moments of deep despair, I have found solace in believing that you had forgiven me. I was willing to let him go. I was willing to let Peter die. I've changed. That should matter. God, I know my crimes are unforgivable. Punish me. Do what you want to me. But I beg you, spare our world.
Walter. What? Is this guy doing that thing again? Oh. Sunrise.
Hello, Olivia.
Sam.
He found her.
The machine is on.
I know, and I need you to take me to it.
Sam, what is going on?
Olivia, you have to trust me now. Please. We don't have a lot of time.
Okay. What's happening?
I don't understand how killing billions of people can possibly be in the interest of the greater good.
Thank you.
You put me in a difficult position. Anyone else would be rotting away in a stockade for treason, but you are the mother of my grandson. You'll stay here for your own good until this is over.
Is that the end? Yeah, okay. Okay. There's a lot. This episode... Sorry. Is a lot. Okay. So, a lot happened in that episode. There was quite a few tears shed by me. Hopefully by other people. Hopefully that was not just a me thing. I think that... Oh, gosh. Just picking up 8 pieces at the same time. Oh, that was definitely one of my favorite episodes of the entire show so far. I think that it's really cool how just good the writing is, right? So this is my favorite episode because of itself, right? But as a self-contained episode, it was great, right? But it's also so reliant on all of the episodes that came before and all of the character building and moments that have come leading up to this point. And so this episode, like, even though it ended on a cliffhanger and we still have more to go, it really is like feeling like the beginning of the culmination of everything that we've seen so far. And it's so good. It's so good, you guys. It terrifies me because I just want good things to happen to Peter and Olivia, and like seeing them be so happy at the beginning of this episode and seeing Olivia say, like, I could get used to this. Like, you know, I am used to having my heart broken by television shows, right? So when those things happen, when Peter's like, tell Olivia this, oh, you'll tell her yourself, you know, when they have those moments, I get scared because a lot of times in shows, those moments are sort of the prelude to those characters never seeing each other again, or something happening to disrupt that happiness, right? So, of course, we had already seen at the very, very beginning of this episode that Walternate and evil Brandon sort of started the device on the other side using Henry's DNA. And I'll talk about that in a second. But, so we knew that when Olivia said, like, oh, like, this is, like, I'm so happy, like, I love this time of day, it's full of promise, and I could get used to this, like, just really highlighting how happy her and Peter are in that moment. Like, we already had, like, the foreboding sort of ominousness of the beginning, right? Like, we knew that happiness, those moments were going to be short-lived. And yeah, it breaks my heart for them. I, of course, hope that they will have many, many moments of happiness in the future. Sorry. And that, you know, that's not the end for either of them, and that they're going to be happy together for decades. I don't know, you know? But obviously, we don't know that. We don't have any way of well, I mean, you guys probably know because you've seen the show, right? But, like, when you're watching this episode for the first time, you just don't know what's going to happen. And I don't know. It gets me. It gets me because I only want good things for Peter and Olivia. I'm going to try to talk about this episode in a way that's more logical and rational and stuff. My brain is not firing on all cylinders today, though, you guys, so I apologize in advance. One, I love that Olivia named the little baby Henry. I don't know if she named him after Henry, you know, the cab driver, but I hope so. It's really cute and I like it. I think it's really interesting and a twist that I wasn't super seeing coming, that they used the DNA from Henry to start the machine. Like, they separated Olivia's DNA from Peter's and used it to start the machine. Although, that being said, my question is, Walternate said, like, this wasn't part of the plan, that she was gonna, you know, be with him and entice him back to this world or whatever. But was it, though? You know, like, I can't help but feel like maybe, I mean, I don't know if they planned, like, a baby, but I can't help but wonder if Walternate was hoping that Olivia would start something with Peter that would either entice him to come back to their world or something, you know, because it seems to have worked out a little too well, in my opinion. And so I can't help but wonder if part of it was like their machinations. Am I using that word correctly? I don't know. My brain. You know, I had coffee, which usually makes my brain work better, but today it's making it work worse somehow. Don't know. Anyway, yeah, I don't trust evil Brandon. I don't know that I trust Walternate, so yeah, I don't know how much of this was actually part of their plan, right? I don't know if they could have, like, planned a baby, but I think that they maybe did think that there would be something happening between Peter and Olivia, right? I don't know. Speaking of Olivia, I do think it's interesting that in this episode, she adopted Peter's optimism and hope about being able to find a way to save both worlds. I think that that's a really cool moment of character growth for her, where she sort of is realizing it doesn't have to be us or them. You know, she's sort of stepping away from, like, that soldier mentality, right? Of one of us has to survive, and in order for that to happen, one of us has to die. And she's sort of saying, you know, maybe everyone can have a happy ending. Maybe we can live, maybe they can live, and it's all fine, you know? Which I wonder if any part of her hopes that, like, Peter will have a part in Henry's life or vice versa, or if it's just coming from just a place of wanting Peter to have a life because she does love him, right? I'm really curious about what Sam is going to do and how he's going to come into this. Like, we still don't really know his story. Like, he wrote the First People's book. Like, where the hell does he come from? Who the hell is he actually? And, like, what is his purpose here? What's he doing? We don't know. And, yeah, we still don't know his motivations or, like, just why he's doing any of this. So I think I don't know. I'm really curious to see. I trust him weirdly. Like, I think that we can trust him. I think that he's going to try to help us. So I don't have any, like, no, Olivia, don't help him. I kind of, like, want her to go and help him. But again, we know so little of his motivations or, like, who the hell he is. So maybe I shouldn't trust him, but I do. And so I'm just going to hold on to that trust until they give me a reason not to, and hopefully they don't, and hopefully whatever the hell he's planning is going to work, and the world won't end. Like, you know, like, I don't know. Something else I'm really curious about in this episode is, why did the machine reject Peter and, like, shoof him across the room, I guess, you know? Is it that it's protecting itself because it knows that he has, like, ill intentions towards it, which would imply, of course, that the machine has some sort of sentience, some sort of ability to have higher thought processes and protect itself from what it would perceive as harm. So that would be really interesting. Also, like, I still feel like we haven't really answered, like, where does this machine come from? Where does the drawing come from? How the hell is Peter on the drawing? Like, maybe Sam can answer some of those questions, but yeah, it's interesting that the machine is meant for Peter to our best understanding of it, right? And he's in the drawing using the machine in some capacity. Yet when he touches the machine, it rejects him. Again, is it just that the machine has some ability to sense that he's going to try to hurt it? But he doesn't even really know how. So I'm not really sure. Yeah. I'm assuming that at some point it will be answered, but I'm really curious about that aspect of it, because I kind of assumed that, like, Peter would step in the machine somehow. He would think things and then the machine would do those things, or he would, like, I'm not really sure how I thought that he would work the machine, but the machine has to have some form of intelligence, like symbiosis, like, I don't know the word, like, connection with Peter, so that it can understand what he wants of it and vice versa, maybe. So maybe that's how it understood that he meant it harm in a way. I also really loved the Broyles and Walter moment where they're just having that fatherly moment. Like, we know Broyles has children as well, so he knows to an extent what Walter is going through, right? Like, to have to sacrifice your son to try to save the world. And so I think it's really a nice moment for Broyles to check in on Walter because of that, and to have them, you know, have that little bonding moment. Like, I really, really liked that. I think it was just, it was a nice moment between two characters that have in the past had nice moments, and it's just nice to see their relationship, like, further expanded on or expounded on, or whatever word I'm trying to think of right now. I'm sorry, you guys. When I tell you my brain is, like, not working, it's really struggling today for some reason. I don't know why. Obviously loved all of the Peter and Olivia moments, as well as the Peter and Astrid moment. Super cute. My heart. The Peter and Broyles moment. Loved Peter and Walter's interactions. Like, I just really wanted him to hug him and call him dad, but I need to calm myself down. Like, I hope that they have more moments together, bonding and being cute in the future. So, you know, like, I would really, really love for Peter to call him dad again, you know, to get back to that point. Why am I making myself cry? Like, I need to calm the fuck down. Yeah. I would just really love that. Yeah, I don't know what the next couple episodes are gonna bring. Probably more tears, probably more conflicted feelings. I will say that in this episode, I think for the first time in a very long time, I actually was pulling for Olivia. Like, I wanted her to, like, get to the other side, to, like, contact Peter, to, like, try to convince Walternate to stop it, you know? And it's really interesting because even in the episode where, you know, she's having the baby, in the back of my mind, I'm still like, but it's Olivia, you know? And I think that this is the first episode where I've just appreciated her as a character, right? And, like, rooted for her fully. And, like, I'm happy to see the growth that she's had as a character, right? I'm sorry if this post-episode discussion is not as in-depth and insightful as I would have wanted it to be, or as articulate as you would have wanted it to be. I will try, hopefully, once I get a little bit more rest and hopefully no more stressful things happen, at least for a few days, my brain will, like, figure out how to work again in time for the next episode. Anyway, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're still watching, bless your heart. I don't know why, because this was a whole ass mess, but I appreciate you, and I hope that you have a very happy weekend and you're able to unwind and your brain is able to rest, because maybe yours needs it just as much as mine does. Anyway, sorry for rambling. If you want to watch the next episode right now and you're watching this on YouTube, you can over on Patreon, which will be linked in the description down below. You can also watch my entire full-length reaction to this episode, which includes quite a few tears, per usual, honestly. That is over on Patreon as well. Also linked in the description down below. It's the same link. Anyway, I'm gonna go and relax. Well, edit and then relax. Anyway, I hope to see you guys next time for more Fringe, the penultimate episode, in fact, of season 3. I hope to see you there. I forgot how to end things. Bye, guys. I'm sorry.